I don't even know where to start because right as we're starting this live stream, KKR has parallelly cooked SRH left and right. They've won by 80 runs and they have undone all the net run rate screwing up that RCB had handed them in the opening match. Now, when RCB has started off like that against KKR, has played so well against CSK, we were feeling confident in our preview that they'd come in and do decently well in the Chinnaswamy with a batting lineup like that. Um, but Sir Vivian Janti DSP Mohammad Siraj had other plans for us. And it turns out that Phil Salt versus Mohammad Siraj is only a battle that works when Siraj is in RCB. So when Siraj was in RCB, Phil Salt bashed him, RCB fans cried. When Phil Salt is in RCB, Siraj bashed him, RCB fans cried.
Well, we
End of
were
the day,
happy.
we are the ones getting traumatized.
Yeah, well, we were happy for that one ball that went out of the park that
Out of
gave
the park, yeah.
us irrational hopes that we started dreaming what would happen in the next 4 or 5 balls. One going to Kaban Park, one going to Anil Kumble Circle. Well, a truly fast bowler mindset. Mohammad Siraj comes back in style, bowls a quicker one through the stumps. Salt misses it, and the off stump goes for a walk.
Goes for a walk. Classics. And there have been so many. It's not just Siraj this year, right? The number of loyalty problems that we've seen with a lot of players this year. Suyash Sharma getting Russell's wicket, Abdul Samad bashing SRH. There was Tushar Deshpande not showing enough loyalty to CSK in the CSK versus RR game. What else did we witness? I think
Ashutosh Sharma.
Ashutosh Sharma as well. Yes, bashing Punjab Kings. There was, yeah, I think that's the gist of it. I can't
Yeah,
remember any others, but I'm pretty sure there were a couple more in there. It was a slot ball for sure. I think we saw the same issue happen twice. We saw it with Devdutt Padikkal and we saw it with Phil Salt. Both of them have stepped away from their stumps, exposed a large gap between them and the stumps. And you need to understand that on a pitch like this that we saw in Chinnaswamy yesterday, it was a 200 pitch. I'm not taking anything away from that. But it's not a typical Chinnaswamy surface where you can come in and start bashing it from the first ball. They did have a pitch that assists bowlers a little bit more than it usually does. So you have a slightly dry surface with a bit of grass covering. It was pretty rock hard, but it provided enough bounce for the Pacers. And it was not true bounce, it was a little bit of an uneven bounce kind of a scenario. So it's not the best of pitches that Chinnaswamy has given us. Good news is that it's good to see Chinnaswamy producing pitches that are not completely flat.
well, I want to quickly add in over here with the points that I made from the dressing room show channel. Apparently,
Right.
Vijay Bharadwaj had a word with the pitch curator over there, and Chinnaswamy had two types of wickets in the square. One was the
Yes.
typical Mandya soil, and the other one was the hybrid black soil mix. The hybrid black soil mix was predominantly used in the last season, which
Exactly.
provided with so many 200 plus scores. Apparently, the hybrid soil has been completely removed from the square, and now the square contains only Mandya soil wicket, and that's why there was a two paced wicket. The bounce there was bounce, but not the typical Chinnaswamy bounce that would assist for a fast bowler. There was slight shin of grass left on the pitch, which was very
Exactly.
helpful during the first innings. But it's good signs that it was helpful for the spinners, for the pacers, for the batters.
Yeah.
So sticking to a same template of going bang bang didn't quite work. They came with the thought that it would be a typical Chinnaswamy flat track and our English batters would love to play. Well, it was only one English batter who proved his worth yesterday, and that was Liam Livingston, who
He
stood
still
his
took a lot
ground.
of time. Yeah, he still
He took
took a
a
lot
time.
of time.
That's what he's
There
trying
could
to
have
do.
been a little bit more strike rotation from his side in the beginning of his innings because I think he was 17 of 21 balls at one stage. So
Yeah,
that put a lot of
that's the
pressure on the batters.
that's the typical innings we actually needed. But our batters were sticking to the template, attacking cricket. Good to see. Uh, I'm only disappointed with Devdutt Padikal's dismissal. That was like throwing away your wicket.
Look,
You have
it is
good
something that
team.
we've discussed time and time again. Devdutt Padikkal is such an elegant player. If he has good footwork, is moving to the ball and playing it according to his merit. But he does this thing where he moves away from his stumps, exposes five stumps, and gets bowled in that process. So
It's
it's
fine.
it's
Like,
something that we've seen since his RCB days back in 2020,
yeah, it's
2021.
been 5 years now. It's fine if you're leaving the stumps, you're showing the attacking intent, the ball, it's clearly visible to the opponents. It's fine. But when you have don't develop the shot itself of playing across the
Inside
wicket,
out. Yeah.
inside out, it makes no sense. It was just throwing away wicket. Well, so in
Yeah.
Salt's case, he hit a beautiful six out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Even if I was there in the situation, I would be going to hit that ball. Very next ball. Very unfortunate.
Fair enough.
Very good comeback. Very good ball. Not a bad ball.
Look, that first shot by Padikkal was such a beautiful cover drive, creamed through covers, and then the second one was right there for him to hit it straight over, long off, or
Yeah.
maybe just play it on the ground and get it in between the mid on and mid off fielders. But for some reason, he chooses to leave his stumps, expose them completely, and it was a pretty obvious ploy by all the GT bowlers. Stick to bowling on the stumps. It's not even
Yeah.
like an outside off kind of a thing. They were targeting the stumps completely, and there was always the odd short ball coming in between, which made the predictability rate a little bit lower. But overall, the target was zoned in on the stumps, not just for the Pacers, but for Sai Kishore as well. The one player that did not do that was Rashid. And it was also because he was drifting down the leg side a little bit, and
Yeah.
that allowed the batters to
Everything was
sweep him.
going down the leg side in the hitting arc of Livingston, and
Yeah.
everything went for one straight
Yeah.
direction. DDP
Look, what
needs
did
to.
we say during
Yeah.
the preview? We said that Rashid Khan is washed. We saw that during the game. We said that the overall performance of Mohammad Siraj could come back to bite us in the ass. It did end up happening. It was a little two-way statement. We said that Phil Salt has a good average against Siraj, which kind of went downhill. We called the green top. It happened.
We got the green top. We got whatever we asked. It's
We
just
got
that.
exactly what we asked for. And look, in all honesty, our fast bowlers did well in the power play on that green top. It's just that, look, okay, I would like to quote P Dog a little bit over here because he put out a template on how a pitch like this should be handled. At the end of the power play, if you're somewhere between 40 to 45 for the loss of one wicket, you have done enough. You get to 80 for two by the end of 10 overs, and you are on for 200 every single time when it is a pitch like that, which gets easier to bat on as you move forward. But yeah, could have, should have, as Abhishek says.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can say in hindsight.
Yeah.
The fact that
That's why we are
RCB lost.
doing this review, right?
Yeah, DC is yet to lose. I seriously doubt that they would lose on Saturday as well. They've got a good team to look. All I'm saying is if Livingston, Suyash Sharma, and Krunal Pandya can cook in Chepauk, then I'm very sure that Kuldeep and Aksar can do a much better job on that pitch.
Yeah. But what about the resilience showed by our middle order?
I would like to get to that point as well. Now, if you are 69 for 4, you would not expect RCB of the older days to come to a competitive total. But the fact that they didn't get bundled up for 120, 130 and pushed enough to get to 169, um, it's a good statement by the RCB middle order. It puts a lot of confidence into our primary batters that are Kohli, Salt, Patidar, and Padikkal, right? You know that if even one of them steps up on a good day, your middle order is going to do a banger job. Tim David, Jitesh Sharma, Liam Livingston. Um, Krunal Pandya could have come in a little bit after Tim David. It was the right time to send Tim David, in my opinion. There was no point sending Krunal Pandya out for 6, 7 balls. So,
Yes, truly our order was tested and they
absolutely.
got the game time that they required. They didn't get pretty much any game time in the first two games. Even when we were like 129 and last 3 overs or something was remaining, I told Sachit,
Yeah.
another 50 runs. It's like,
Another
no,
50 runs was possible.
like, no
It's
way.
a lot to do with what Tim David and Liam Livingston are capable of in the back end. And Rashid Khan getting belted for 3 sixes in that over just gave me flashbacks of what Will Jacks did to him last year.
True.
So now there have been, if I'm not wrong, there have been three batters who have hit Rashid Khan for 3 sixes in a single over. And this is a stat that is very interesting. The three players to have done it to him have been Will Jacks, Liam Livingston, and
And
AB de Villiers. Chris Gale is not on that list.
yeah, not Chris Gale. Yeah.
Abhinandan
But seeing
Singh, okay.
Livingston hit those 3 sixes, I could only imagine how Rajat Patidar could have played Rashid Khan. He would have been hit for
Bro,
like 80
yeah,
runs easily.
yeah. And he would have done well against Sai Kishore as well. I think there was a little bit of hastiness, a bit of, he came out with an intent to bat a little bit faster than he does. There was less situational gameplay in that scenario. There was more of, okay, this is Chinnaswamy. I'm going to bat quick. I'm going to bat with a high strike rate. Now that we know how this pitch plays out, hopefully there's a bit of improvement in the
Yeah, our
next
batters
game.
would have a pretty very good idea of how the Chinnaswamy wickets would work this
Yeah.
season, and it won't be flat.
Your
And
target should be 40 for one in the power play. You play out the first 3 overs for 20 runs, it doesn't matter. You can play out the next 3 overs for anything between 25 to 30 runs, and that does the job because the second half of that innings is going to do a brilliant bit of. Will Jacks, okay. Shruti has been yapping about Will Jacks the entire live
he might not
stream.
even get a
He might
place in
not
the
even play in the playing 11. Yeah, exactly.
yeah. MI being MI will not play Will
MI
Jacks.
is going to drop him. MI is going to
They
drop Jacks. They're going to open with Rickleton and Rohit Sharma,
they destroyed
especially after how Rickleton played last
Default.
game.
They destroyed Default Brevis the same way. It's the
Exactly.
same way how they will destroy Will Jacks as well.
You play
Dreaming
Will
is
Jacks out of
yes, brother.
position, there's not much you can do.
April and May exist only to dream. We have
Only to
been
dream.
doing this
Sumukh
for
has
the
been
past
saying
20
this
years.
all year long. Yeah. Every
Yeah.
single live stream that we did before the IPL started, the quote that shall never get old is April and May exists only to dream. But yeah, as we also said, Ryan
I should
Rickleton has proven
suggest
himself.
Swapnil. Swapnil instead of whom?
Swapnil instead of Rasek, I'd probably say. Um,
Lucky Charm, please.
Honestly, he did a good job at the Chinnaswamy. It's a gamble that I'm willing to take. Might be a little more effective than Suyash Sharma because leg spin does have a tendency to get whacked all over Chinnaswamy. Not everyone can produce what Chahal produced for us back in the day. But Swapnil has a tendency to target the stumps, and that gives us the leeway to have another over of Josh Hazelwood for the death.
Yeah,
Yes, a word on Jitesh's performance. I think he was the factor that ended up accelerating the innings for us.
he was the
And
catalyst.
whatever I've seen from Jitesh so far has been absolutely brilliant. So the two cut shots that he played towards point, the first boundary that he hit towards fine leg, there's a lot of innovation from his side. He targets. He's not a typical wicket keeper that slogs to the leg side all the time. He has a good offside game, and that is something that will take him pretty far in his in his career. Hopefully, he maintains that and doesn't become a blind slogger towards mid wicket and square leg.
Yeah, just to see Jitesh coming in at a situation of 69 for 4 and trying to hit the very first ball over the keeper.
Yep. No, it's good to see that our middle order was tested, and it's good to know that there's a lot of promise in that middle order. I was skeptical about us playing Liam Livingston at number six. It's not something that has worked for him in the past, but it's nice to see
But
that he can play a long innings. He can construct an
yesterday's
innings together.
game was a very good entry point for Liam Livingston.
True. It's more to do with the situational status of the game and not to do with the number of wickets that have fallen. If he walks in at the end of the 11th or 12th over, that is ideal for him. It was a little earlier yesterday, but the halfway mark is the perfect point for Liam Livingston to come in and play,
Yeah, King
for
and
sure.
his new lover will wash already washed new ball bowlers. Yeah, it's happening in Wankhede. Phil Salt will
Yeah,
go to bat on a surface like Wankhede where there's red soil, enough bounce. The ball comes nicely to the bats. Yeah.
good news is Bumrah isn't playing, so that's good for us to see. Also, a word on Bumrah. Um, the statement that has been given out at this point is that Bumrah will be allowed to play at a later stage of this tournament, but he shouldn't be playing more than like he should be getting a good amount of rest in between games to keep him prepared for the England series. And in the England series, he's advised to play only 2 or 3 matches to make sure that he gets enough time to recover.
Vice also suggest your fantasy 11. What are your
Please
5
wait.
fantasy picks?
1 second. Hold on. Let me show you how terribly I have been cooked today on Dream 11. I have earned a total of 352 points with an absolutely cooked team. I loaded it with SRH players. I thought I was being smart about it. Moin Ali and Sunil Narayan gave me nothing. It was all Varun Chakravarti. I thought I was smart leaving Chakru out. I thought I was smart leaving Simarjit in. Do not ask us for fantasy 11s because after the game is done, you will be suing us.
Sajid and Suman giving market knowledge would be interesting. Yeah.
ड्रीम
Market knowledge.
11 योजना के सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें
Yeah.
सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क
This is not a fantasy game recommendation video.
या
Play it with own risk.
प्ले विथ योर ओन रिस्क दैट्स डोंट bet on SRH anymore. The second I
Don't
decide to do that, Abhishek Sharma will score 100.
don't make Abhishek Sharma your captain.
And the second you do that, Abhishek Sharma will score
Yeah.
100. I promise you.
Don't
That's
bet on
exactly what
Travis.
it's happening. It's happening. Look, they've been getting cooked left and right, and they'll come to Chinnaswamy and score 245.
Nah, they won't get a flat track this time. They won't even cross 200.
Correct. No, is there an alternate pitch in the Chinnaswamy is the question, right? Because
No,
when we saw it in the stadiums, everything else was completely green and there was no secondary pitch that was available as far as I could see. Maybe they might mow that lawn and prepare another pitch, but as far as
no,
I'm
like
looking at it, it
they
all
will
looks
still
like 190
rotate the
pitch.
wickets. They have
Yeah,
enough gap between each home games. They will rotate the
true.
wickets between 3 or 4
Yeah.
from the square, but the hybrid soil has been completely removed. So the square has only 7 black soil wickets. Those are
Tala
Mandya
for
soil.
a reason.
Earlier it was the square had 10 wickets. Now it's there's 7 Mandya soil wickets.
True. All right. So coming to the bowling side of things, again, the start was very similar to ours, right? Except the end point of the power play ended exactly on what we wanted our batters to end on. Something between 40 to 45 for the loss of 1 wicket is ideal because it allows you to accelerate like crazy in the second half. And that is something that our batters failed to do. These guys played enough dot balls in the first half. They let Hazelwood and Bowie do their jobs. Um, they made sure to see them off and then started capitalizing on the middle overs with Rasik. and Dayal and Krunal and the likes of those guys.
Yeah, now that we're talking about bowling, what are your thoughts on the birthday boy, Prasad Krishna, bowling in Chinnaswamy?
Man, we knew he'd do a good job, but I did not expect him to
But
come in
not
and do
a
such
great
a good
job.
job. Yeah, I didn't expect him to come in and do such a good job. His economy rate was
Three
how much?
overs,
I
10
think
runs. Three
10 runs
overs,
in
10
three overs.
runs.
Yeah,
It
in the
was just
last
a
over.
Tim David factor in the final over that made the difference, but
Yeah,
solid comeback by Prasad Krishna after being hit for two sixes. A brilliant Yorker
exactly.
to Tim David. This
Yeah,
mindset was
I think the
lacking.
last over went for a few runs, but I think it went for 16 if I'm not wrong. So it was 6, 4, and 6, right?
Yeah,
And then
very
he
good
was bowled
comeback.
after that. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Yorker to Tim David
Prasad
might be one
Krishna's
of
bounces, hit the deck bowling was something else. Even
yeah
Hazelwood's bounce was not up to the level
as
of
much
Prasad.
as Prasid. Yeah,
And let's talk about the surprise element that GT bought Arshad Khan in place of
Arshad
Rabada.
Khan.
Well,
Yep.
we were thinking that was just a back spasm, but apparently Kagiso Rabada has returned back to South Africa due to personal
Yeah,
reasons.
personal
But
reasons. Yep.
Ashish Nehra bringing a left arm pacer against RCB. Typical.
Typical. It's worked. It happens. Um, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You would expect your bowlers like Ronald Pandya and Liam Livingston to get pasted all over the ground. Spinners, not exactly built for Chinnaswamy. We are short on the spin attack. That's something we said in the preview as well. It is largely dependent on the pace battery, and Josh Hazelwood, going for runs in his middle overs wasn't the greatest of signs for us. We know that he's doing well with the new ball. Now we need to hope that he learns how to land a Yorker
Yeah.
on this ground.
Apparently, even I wanted Bumrah to play against us. Same thinking as what Ankit means here.
Yeah, now they have
What
some
if
new
we
dude
put
called
Anga?
Ashwani Kumar.
Even Patel has better numbers than Bumrah in IPL.
Yeah, no, now they have Ashwani Kumar coming in for them. I don't know how Mumbai does this, man. They just keep finding new players each and every time.
What Ashwani
Vignesh
Kumar
Puttur,
is big Puranga.
brother, don't do all. Shruti, it's Ashwani, not Ashwini. Ashwini is the hair oil.
That give that to Liam Livingston.
Yeah, we could see a shiny bald patch when he was bowling. Um, Smoke is jinxing it. Of course, he is jinxing it.
We will be back to
But
this after Monday.
yeah, we'll take a look at this after Monday. So that has happened. Our numbers, okay. Funny stat for y'all. We haven't won at the Wankhede Stadium since 2015, but
Then
uh, the stat is slightly flawed because it's not as long as a period that you guys think it is, because 2020, 2021, 2022, we didn't play Mumbai in the Wankhede. 2023 we won the
we
opening
played
match in
Mumbai in Pune.
Chinnaswamy.
We
Yeah,
played during
correct.
that COVID period. We played Mumbai in
Yeah,
Pune.
we played
Neutral
Mumbai
zone.
either in Dubai or in Pune. Yeah, so it didn't matter. No, the opening match against Mumbai happened in Chennai. That's when Harshal Patel got the fifer, right?
Yeah, that was in 21. In
Yeah, that was
22,
21.
when we played in Mumbai only, that was in
Yeah, that
Pune.
was on a
So
different. Yeah,
even if you take out 3 years, like 7 years, we haven't won. This is
yeah.
bigger than the Chepauk drought.
True. The Chepauk drought. The win happened in 2008. Then there was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Yeah.
and 15. Yeah, 7 years.
No, 15 they
Followed
played in
by
Ranchi.
15 they played in Ranchi. Correct, correct, correct. 6 years.
15 Ranchi,
Then
16,
15 Ranchi, 16,
17.
17, something happened. 18 and 19 they lost, which is 8 years. No,
Did we
18,
play in
18,
18?
18 they
No.
had Pune as their
Pune.
home ground. So 19
Their
they lost in.
homecoming didn't have a real homecoming.
Correct. 19 they
Then
lost the opening match. I think they were bundled out for 70 or something.
then
And then
20,
20,
21
21,
22 we
22,
won.
23. Yeah. So the next time they played was in
Chepok's
2024. So
stat is a
8
very
years.
flawed one.
Yeah,
But
it
on a
is a
surface
flawed
like
stat for sure.
Wankhede, where batters love to play, That's been our strength for the past 10 years. We have struggled to have a win in Wankhede.
True.
Somehow we managed to throw it away each time, but this time, Captain Patidar, we trust you.
We trust in Patidar. Look, he's making good moves overall, right? Changes to the playing 11? Absolutely not. I think they can go ahead with the same team.
Except
If there
Karthik.
is less grass, yeah, if there is a little lesser grass on the pitch, maybe Suyash can come in.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it. Nothing
you
else.
won't see any grass in Wankhede.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just the
Yeah,
one
same
change.
team.
s- Same team.
Fafs
You're
was.
playing the same
Same team.
team. That was pretty
Same
accurate.
team. Yeah.
And what's the game that's happening tomorrow? Is it Chennai
Tomorrow is Goenka game, bro. I think it's
elsewhere?
LSG playing against MI, if I'm not wrong.
Is it? Let
Hold on, let me just check real quick. Yeah, it's LSG versus MI, and they're playing on that shit tip that Lucknow is.
No, actually, Lucknow has two types of soil. Like
Two types of
the
soil. If
red
they play
soil
on the
one
red
is
soil track, it'll be a 200 target. If they play on
yeah,
the other
the
one,
red
they'll
soil
put
is
it out for
too
130.
good,
Yeah,
too good. The red soil is too good. But
true.
it would be clearly an advantage for Mumbai if they give red soil.
Yeah, if it's a red soil pitch, MI is winning. If it's a black soil pitch, then I'd hand the edge
Still,
to
MI is
LSG.
winning. I still back MI to win even if it's a black soil wicket.
Look, my two performers for tomorrow, if it's one of those black soil wickets, it's going to be between Vignesh Puttur and
Digvijay.
Digvesh.
Digvijay or what's
Digvesh.
it?
It's Digvesh and Vignesh.
Yeah.
Diggy and Viggy.
Yeah. LSG win tomorrow. Pin this. We'll come back to this tomorrow also.
Look, honestly, with the way Rohit Sharma is playing right now, I mean, with the way Rohit Sharma has played all
He's
his
playing.
IPL career, yeah,
Yes.
it's really not helping their cause. But there is no place for them to play Will Jacks. They have to make do with what Robin Mins is giving them lower down the order. Hopefully, they bring in KL Srijit. That's their only other option.
Mm. And
Yeah, it's
what?
very
What?
funny to see that Hardik Pandya is pushing Rohit Sharma as impact player now.
Yeah. Uh, what do you think of Chinnaswamy? First game, homecoming vibes, stadium look, feels from compared to last season.
They're playing with the correct pitch, but I don't know. I just felt like the crowd wasn't as great as it usually is. It was still a good crowd, but it doesn't feel the same. I felt like the
This
WPL had
was
better support.
this was the case similar even in last season. The first game was RCB versus Punjab.
True,
It
true,
had one of the L crowds. Although the stadium was full, it was not the loudest.
true. It's
Green
just
vibes gave Cameron Green would have cooked on that surface,
Bro,
man.
Cameron Green would have been such an asset for us on this surface. It's crazy. But look, Tim David with the bat, I don't have an issue with it. It's just that he doesn't give you anything with the ball.
Could have tried him, experimented him.
They could
Also,
have.
I
I
felt
mean, it was the right time to experiment because anyway we were getting cooked by Butler. Butler has owned us year after year after year. It's almost become a habit now.
see Livingston's entry point in the batting was spot on. Livingston's entry point in bowling, brother, where were your brains? Like,
Not exactly the right time to push
and
him in
he was
with the
going,
ball, but
he was flighting too much through the air. There
yeah,
was
there's a lot
literally
of
no turn even with the flight.
true. I
Yeah,
think 972 trees were planted yesterday, right?
no idea.
How many trees are planted for each dot ball?
Is it
Someone
six?
does anyone? I think it's 18 trees per dot ball, right? That's what they're
And
doing this year because it's the 18th season. Yeah, so I think that adds up to 972 trees, which means Kohli has one run more in his 2016 season. Kohli greater than IPL 2025.
well, yeah, apparently we have been crying this summer. It's so hot and all.
Hey,
Good
we
to have
got some rain today. Good to
yeah.
see rain. Look, If there was rain on the forecast yesterday, then RCB would have played better because for some reason they do a much better job when it's a rain hit match. Tadas leading in trees plantation, brother, he himself is the farmer. So it comes without doubt.
Yeah, it's
But
18 trees only. Yeah.
yeah, look, honestly, looks like a good chance for us to win in 1K day for the first time in a long time.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
well,
we play out the new ball. All we need to do is play out the new ball. There is going to be grass on that surface. Play out the new ball. It's going to be the exact same template. I have a feeling we lose the toss anyway, so there's no point worrying about the chase.
no. Patidar is winning all away game tosses. He will lose the home game tosses.
Bro, he's played 3 games, bro. I don't know,
We
honestly.
have
Yeah,
some numbers to defend. Hopefully, we don't give Rohit Sharma some farm. Definitely not. Josh
absolutely
Hazelwood
not.
will be picking up his bunny.
You know what happens when Josh Hazelwood bowls against Rohit Sharma. I'm I'm hoping the same Aussie pulls up against him. Ryan Rickleton as well has a pretty poor track record against Australian bowlers. So we hope for the best.
Yeah, bouncer. Yeah,
Bouncer, no bouncer at all. In swing, right on that off stump, he's getting LBW on Monday. That's it.
Either
LBW.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar swinging one through the stumps or Hazelwood's bouncer. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. In swing, off stump, in swing. That's all you need to do to Rohit Sharma. If you look, you don't want to risk surprising him with the bouncer, even though his reflexes against the short ball have dwindled over the past couple of years. The easier way to do it, because Wankhede has grass on its pitch, is just to bowl an in swinger on the off stump. Or bowl enough dot balls outside the off stump, make him waste 3 to 4 overs, and then before you start letting him get away with the match, bowl that in swinger, get him out. So ideally, Rohit Sharma's score on Monday is going to be 10 of 12 balls with
Yeah,
one boundary in there, which flies away to either third man or finding.
yeah. I think we have covered pretty much everything from the last game,
Yes,
and we shall see you soon tomorrow after the game. Interesting game in Lucknow. Until then, Tara, goodbye, good night, Shubharatri. Like Madi, share
Bharatri.
Madi, subscribe Madi.
Like, share, subscribe. Look out for our poster in the Chinnaswamy Stadium during home matches.
If you see us holding a poster, don't forget to click us.
Click photo,
And
tag us in our stories. We will send you 50 rupees.
yeah, all right. ಕನ್ನಡ
Yes, see
ಮಾತಾಡ್ರು
that.
ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಶುಭರಾತ್ರಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೋ
ಏನ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಓಕೆ ಬಾಯ್